What up? What up? It's your boy, the DJ Frank White. Right now, you are listening and watching Unsigned Heat Podcast. Today, we have a special guest, VIP guest. Let the people know who you are.
Hi, everybody. My name is Deborah Coco, the CEO and host of Just Give Me the Mic.
Okay, Coco. Let the people know where you're from.
I'm from the Boogie Down Bronx.
Okay. That's what's up, man.
Yes.
We're doing an interview in the Bronx. People don't know that. You know what I mean? They think we somewhere else. A lot of people be hitting me up, think we in Brooklyn somewhere. But I'm letting them know we in the Bronx. So how did Give Me the Mic started?
Well, it started because I kept running into these people that were doing like their own like blog talk radio shows, and some people reached out to me to be a co-host or on their show. Like I remember this lady from Vegas. She was like, "Look, I love your style. I'm watching you on social media. I think you would be a great fit to be a co-host for me from New York, and I'm in Vegas." But for some reason, that opportunity didn't work out. I was getting like some bad feedback about the way she did business, so I decided to pull back and start my own business, you know. And I was like interning at BET, and I was already doing stuff in media, like going to school for media communications and things like that. So I was like, you know what? I don't need to be nobody's co-host. I could do my own thing. So, I'm a boss. You know what I'm saying? I don't need to really do business with somebody so far away. I could start my own network and do my own thing right here.
Okay, that's what's up.
Mm-hmm.
So how long that been going on?
Yeah. Matter of fact, last year made the 10-year anniversary. Just Give Me the Mic. So it's been a long, hard grind, but I loved it and enjoyed the whole ride. But yeah, it's been 10 years.
So are you gonna do like party for that or something?
Well, last year you didn't come.
I know.
Oh my God, how you missed that? I did a big 10-year anniversary. Ralph Mcdaniels hosted it. We did it at the living room in the Bronx. We filled up the whole place. We had media, food, everything. It was like a give back kind of 10-year anniversary. And look, we rocked out. We had a good time.
Okay.
Yeah. So, last year at the living room, you could go on YouTube and check out that footage. We was having right before COVID, actually. Like, we did it, and like 2-3 weeks later, the city shut down for COVID. So it's like I got that in right on time, you know?
Yeah, that's what's up. So, as far as like the whole media thing, what do you like about the game, and what do you like about it, what you don't like about it?
What I like most about it is all the people that I've met. Like, you know, for me growing up and seeing people on television and being fans of certain people, and then actually turning around and having the opportunity to sit side by side and actually develop relationships with people that I always was a fan of growing up. And then you learn so much. Like over the 10 years, I've learned so much about the entertainment business. I've been able to share the knowledge that I have to other people. I would hope that I inspired other people and females as well to be more assertive in this game, you know, and, you know, and want to do things for themselves and build their own brand. I'm hoping that I set a good example for that. So that's one of the things that I really like most is the people and the relationships. Some of the things that I don't like about the game is that, you know, you meet a lot of people who are not authentic, you know? It's like people they just want to jump ship. There's like little bit of loyalty. Like everybody don't really have that loyal quality in them. They just like opportunists. They want to jump here, jump there, be a part of everything. And sometimes it's too much. And you don't really know who to trust really in this game, you know? So I learned a lot about valuing people that are loyal and to really support you and your vision, because there's a lot of people out here that just try to eat and take from you, you know? Yeah,
they don't want to give, they just want to take.
Just want to take. And I came across a lot of takers, but that's all right, because I got it right back. You know what I mean?
Yeah, I'm the type of person, like, I'm a giver. You know what I mean? You see I got you here, you know what I mean? I'm trying to give, you know what I'm saying?
Right.
They don't understand that you got to give in order to receive.
Exactly.
You know what I mean? So I'm trying to give. I was like, you know what I mean? She been doing it for like 10 years plus, you know what I mean? Why not? You know what I'm saying? I'm still new to this. Like, you know what I'm saying? I mean...
Well, I can't say compared to me, but because you know, you was doing other things though. So this may be new for you, but I know I've been seeing you around since I started. You've been doing your own thing too.
So I'm just trying to, you know, being in front of the camera, you know what I'm saying? I know you know about that, so you know what I'm saying?
I sure do.
The camera look, you know what I mean? So far as like the media and all that. I know you got some movies going on. You know what I mean?
Yes. Well, you know, I love Just Give Me the Mic. It definitely is my baby. It will always be my baby and my foundation. But I also need to grow. You know, I've been doing interviews. It's like, well, how many interviews can I do? Like, how long am I going to do this without trying myself, you know, in another lane? So it's all about, to me, I wanted to diversify, you know. So I decided to try to do some acting. So that is really doing well. I actually have 3 projects today. Like I was telling you, yeah, I got 3 projects that I'm actually filming today. So you can catch me also in Juicy. I play a main character in Juicy, the OG, one of the main characters. I came on, this would be my 3rd season, and season 5 is about to drop September 30th. So check that out, Juicy, the web series. I play the OG. You know, and I'm out here trying to protect my protege, but I'm doing all kinds of stuff. I'm really gangster with it. That's what I love. Because Coco's I'm not really gangster, but when you see me on camera, you would think, okay, this lady is about that life. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. But, you know, I got it in me. Don't you know, don't think that I'm a pushover. But my thing is, I really get to let loose and be something totally different than who I really am, you know?
Yeah.
And I'm also working on another project called Story of Breeze. Shout out to Story of Breeze, which I am an animated character. So I'm like, if you're into animations, you would appreciate this story. We're actually wrapping that up too. That's going to also drop in September. But I play this villain inside of this book, and I come out because I need to find certain things here. So I could connect my world, my other world with this world. And I'm doing a lot of stuff, manipulating a lot of people. I'm, you know, a little treacherous, but mentally. So I love that role too. So, I mean, it's other projects. Pocket Filler Game 2 just dropped. I'm in Pocket Filler Game 1. Pocket Filler Game 2 just dropped actually last week or 2 weeks ago, so you can check that out on Roku Television. And In Vain is a horror movie about vampires. That's going to be coming out soon. I got a role in that. So Project Heat, I was even in Project Heat. I was playing a detective, you know, in Project Heat. Yeah, it's a lot. Situationships. Like, yeah, I've been working. I've been working. Sorry if I missed any projects, because I know I've been doing a lot of other things as well, but that's what's coming to mind right now.
Okay, so what do those are like web series or movies?
Okay, Pocket Full of Game is movie. That's movies. The other ones, and I'm also in Forced to Sin. I'm going to be coming out next season in Forced to Sin, which is actually on Roku Television as well. Most of the projects that I'm doing now are transitioning over to TV. So they're on, like, the first few opening seasons have been on YouTube, but they are being shopped around for other platforms on television as well. So we're hoping to really make a mark. This is season, I mean, in this... in the fall, you know, we're hoping to have some other opportunities open up as well. But I just love the ride. It's not like, okay, well, you just on YouTube. I'm like, look, I love to act. I love to step outside of the box, because one thing when you're running your own show and you have your own business, you're like totally in control. I like the fact when I go out on set, it's like, okay, I got my script and I'm bringing this character to life. So, and somebody else is running the show. So I get to totally focus on how I'm going to make this character be on screen. And I love that. I love the flexibility of that, and they let me do how I want to do it, you know? Yeah.
Okay. So what, as far as like the movies, because I know that's your passion right now. I hear how you talking about it.
I love it.
I feel the passion in the air. I hope y'all feeling it.
Right. You see the smile? I'm very happy about it.
So my thing is, as far as like the movie, are you in the process of writing your own?
I actually did work with Studio Bug. We did a short film. We did a 48-hour challenge. And, of course, that's a good question, because I do actually want to do my own films. I just finished working on a script with someone, and we are going to probably short films I would do first. You know, this one that we're working on now is going to be like a what you call it, like a suspense type of thing, like a whodunit in a sense. So it's gonna be a bunch of characters, a bunch of things going on. Of course, we're gonna make it seem like it's really one person, but at the end, it's the twist. You know what I'm saying? So it's about being clever and seeing how we could lay the traps and how we could fool people with it at the end. They're like, oh no, like, oh my God, like I want one of those type of films to do, you know?
Okay. So, for like the movie situation, if you could work with any actor in the world, who would it be?
Oh wow. I would say I'm a big fan of Viola Davis. Like, I would really like to. She's somebody, like, as I'm trying to grow, she's somebody that I'm really watching, like, her mannerisms, because she brings it. You know, if you notice, like, the different character roles that she has, she brings it, and she's very diversified, and she's very passionate in every character that she plays. So I follow her. Like, I would love to work alongside her. I think that would be great. And maybe Angelina Jolie, because she's that action chick. I want to do some action. You know what I'm saying?
I can see you working with her.
Right.
I see that, you know what I mean? Some type of action going on, some type of drug deal, warehouse going down.
You hear that?
I can hear it. I can see it. I'm trying to see it.
Right.
You know what I mean? Like, you know what I mean? That Coco?
Right. Yeah, that's what I want. That's the effect that I want. People like, Coco, I see you and Juicy. You really bringing it. But I really love it. And I want to thank everybody on camera for those who have allowed me to work in their projects, because, you know, I really appreciate the opportunity and I'm loving it. You know what I mean?
Yeah. So before we get out of here, I know you in a rush. They looking at you, probably looking at you, blowing your phone up. You know what I mean?
No, they already know. I told them, you know, it's cool. It's cool.
You know, I'm trying to.
But right now, I'm actually shooting a new film today called Home Wreckers Club, which is about these 3 ladies. And you know, they home wreckers. We doing bad things with men who are married.
Oh man. Y'all hear that,
so look
ladies?
out for that, the Home Wreckers Club. So it was about 3 ladies, and we like fed up, you know, like we done got taken advantage of or whatever. We like, yo, forget that, no holds bar. Like, we going in on whoever to get whatever it is that we want. You know what I'm saying? Which is kind of like the vibe that's going on right now in general.
They doing that
People
right now.
just doing what they want to do right now. They not caring about nobody else. So remember, I'm in character. That's not really me. I do care. But
you know, some people, you know, they see the character and they see you in real life. Like, yo, man, I don't like what you did, man.
Right.
Like, that was a movie.
Right.
Like, you still thinking about that?
I was getting that feedback in Juicy because I got shot in my back. And they were stitching me up and everything. Okay, people was like, "Oh no, Coco got shot." They like, "Oh no, not Coco." People was actually running up to me like, "Coco, you alright?" I'm like, "No, you know, okay, you know that wasn't real, but thank you for the concern. At least I know you digging my character. You know what I'm saying?"
At least you know they're watching.
Yes.
You know what I mean? Like, oh, yo.
Yes.
They just felt it.
Right.
They just felt the energy.
But I just want to say, like, if you're really about this game, you know what I'm saying? Don't be afraid to step outside the box. Don't be afraid to try nothing new. You know, I have my show, which is not going nowhere, which they can catch on Sunday nights, channel 68, 10 p.m. And in Manhattan at 8 p.m. on MNN2. That's my baby, like I said. But I'm also doing a podcast show on Wednesday nights, Ear to the Streets, on mixlr.com. So... And it just started, but I had to get back to radio a little bit because that's how I started, you know. I started on Blog Talk, then I went to, Ustream, it might have been YouTube, but it was like live. And before I took it to the studio, you know, and I missed that interaction, talking with people online, getting questions like that live feedback. Yeah. So I'm having fun with that as well on Wednesday nights and everything. So I think I'm gonna have to go down that lane, you know, the whole live thing. Yeah. Because people tell me that that's a different type of energy. It is. It's almost like having a live studio. Like when I used to be on a TV set, because, you know, I used to film at BronxNet Studios, and we had, like, the audience. People would come and watch us. And so when I had people perform and stuff like that, it's like real. They used to love it because they had people in the audience cheering them on. And it was like being on stage at a concert. They had that same kind of feel. And I used to like that. I used to like giving my guests the experience to sit down on the studio with the lights, producers. Like, they felt like, oh, shoot, this is like NBC up in this piece, you know?
Yeah.
And I just liked the fact that they felt good when they came, and it was something, you don't know how far you're going to go, but at least you could say, I was at a TV studio and I actually did it with producers and all that other stuff. But they love the live audience. I love being in the chat room when I'm live on a podcast talking to people. I'll be like, oh, this person asked this question. Like, I implement them into the show. So it's very interactive. So, yeah, you need that sometimes to keep you going, you know?
Okay. So, as far as, like, the whole entertainment you're doing, where do you see yourself 5 years from now?
5 years from now, I'm hoping to have my own production company. That's one of my main thing, and I'm hoping to bring a lot of short stories. I'm hoping to develop short stories, but based on topics and things that are of concern to people in our community, right? And some of it may be comedy. Some of it could be. I would like to do some comedy. I know I know all these comedians. Not only comedians, but people. Some people are just naturally funny and may not be in that lane. My thing is to help people to reach their plateau, but I'm also trying to reach mine at the same time. Like, you know.
Yeah.
I would hope to be able to do a production company. And to be able to inspire people to want to act or to do writing, just to be creative. That creative energy is what's really important. I work at a high school right now, and I'm hoping that next year I'll be able to, when I'm coming back in September, I'm hoping to be able to start a program with the students for script writing and media, and take them on field trips to different studios so they can learn more about it, to do some acting, to film their own stuff, because I actually had gotten certified with studio production and film production, so it'd be nice for me to share and pass that knowledge on to younger kids coming up as well. And, you know, it can help them. It can keep them out of trouble, number one, keep their mind occupied on something positive. And you never know, it might be a little Spike Lee or something up in that mix that'll make it and be able to pass the torch on to somebody else, you know?
Yeah, I can see that happening.
Yeah.
Man.
Yeah. See, that's some good plans for the next 5 years, right?
That's a good blueprint right there.
Yeah, I'm all about the give back. You know, I had a conversation yesterday. Somebody was talking about how a lot of artists that made it, you know, don't really come back and give back to other artists in their communities and stuff like that. And for whatever reason, people have their reasons why they don't, you know, as far as those who actually do pull other artists in. But, you know, I guess it depends on what road you take. But I definitely want to, one, teach people through the shows that I do. And I also, want to pull other people in, right? So they could see if this is something that they really want to do, and hopefully they can make it, you know?
Yeah.
Give back. Give back.
Yeah, that's the key, to give back. You know what I mean? Give back. Instead of taking, give.
Right.
A lot of people are taking right now. So
it's like a 360. Like, if you give without expecting, the universe will send you back in tenfold sometimes, you know?
Yeah.
So I just try to keep it positive and light, you know, and make sure that I preserve my energy, and make sure that those around me now are on the same, you know, have the same vision and goals like I do. Because that's very important, because you'll bring people into the mix while you're trying to build. They taking the bricks off the building, you know? No, we don't want those kind of people around us, right? You want the people that's going to help pile up the bricks to help you make it, you know, and help everybody make it, you know?
Yeah. So as far as like everything you got going on, who's on your team?
I don't have a team right now.
Oh shit!
I don't have. You know, my team is my car. I gas my car up, and where I got to go, that's where I go. I mean, I do have, like, shout out to Rob, and I do have people that help when we have events and stuff like that. And I had some Just Give Me the Mic people like Tasia, Robin, Patricia, Adrian, people that have worked with me in the past. But since I went to acting, you know, that's mainly solo. Now, due to COVID, it's like I don't go to the studio anymore. And Studio Bug, shout out to Studio Bug, because he used to actually be one of the producers on the show. He used to be in the studio with me and edit the shows and stuff after. But since we've been doing it online, the producers join me online and they edit and send me everything. So basically, I don't really have to like rely on other people besides, you know, the producers that's there. Once I do the interview, they chop it up, edit it, and they send it to me packaged like 10 minutes after, which is so much more easier for me, you know. And then I'm sitting in my living room like, yo, what's up? So what's been going on? You know what I mean? And it's just convenient. So, yeah, the people can do it from wherever they at. I can be home. Nobody got to spend no gas, coffee, nobody got, you know, it's like, let me know what time is good for you. Log on to that link and we going to do this, you know? Yeah, it's convenient. But shout out to everybody that's ever worked or helped me out on the show or been a part of the show and all the guests that came on and, you know, people that support. I definitely want to give everybody a shout out because I appreciate it.
Okay, before we get up out of here, what type of advice that you want to give to the people who want to walk in your shoes?
I would say how I learned is not only by the fact that, you know, I met a lot of people in the game just as friends, but I also did internships. Like, I interned at BET to really get some real behind-the-scenes look at, is this what I want to do? You know what I'm saying? So I got a chance to really work. I think internships are very important. They give you that in-depth look behind the scenes if this is something you really want to do before you invest money and stuff like that. And you can also, like, reach out to people that you know that have a similar business or people that you admire and ask them if you can work with them and dedicate a couple of hours. If you're into marketing and research, reach out to those kind of companies. Right now, online, you got everything. Like, you know?
You got everything at your hand.
Right. Everything is available to you. So I advise you to do the research and I advise you to reach out to people that are doing what you want to do so you can learn. Like, actually, I'm going to give you an example. Actually, when I interned at BET, I was actually working at a real big corporation. So I was, like, on the fence. Like, this corporation was paying me money, you know? And then when I was actually working on 106 in Park where Free and AJ was there, that very last year that they left. And I was like, damn, I love doing what they had, you know, going on there. I love meeting, like, I met Erykah Badu, like, so many important people, like, early on. And I was like, damn, but, you know, I got used to that money. And at the time, you know, a lot of these companies, they only pay you like minimum wage if you come in at entry level and you don't have the experience. So I actually had to walk away from that situation. And it's sad now because one of my friends that interned with me is the big Carlos King. And he's the one doing all the housewives. And I'm like, damn, I should have stayed. You know what I mean? I could have been working with Carlos King and working with all these mega stars doing all these reality shows. Like, you just never know. So just take your time, do the research, and go for how you feel, man. And make sure you surround yourself with people that support you and your vision because you need to be motivated as well. Right? You need to stay motivated and you need to be inspired as well. And don't be afraid to ask questions, you know, and don't be afraid to jump out the window when you need to. Like, opportunities come across and you got to be ready to take that leap. Don't be afraid of doing that, you know?
Yeah. So as far as, like, I would say the whole, I'm trying to figure everything out right now, like, the energy, like, sometimes I don't want to do it. Sometimes I feel like, you know what I mean? So I was like, today, I felt like that a little bit. I was like,
For real?
Like,
I always want to do this. Yeah, I don't know. I don't really, I mean, we do have our moments sometimes, but I would say 90% of the time, I wake up. I like eat, sleep, this, which is, you know, I don't know what it is. I have some internal thing going on. It's like, okay, well, what am I going to do today? Like, this field really excites me and keep me. I don't know if you notice, like, every time you see me, I'm, like, smiling. I'm like, what's happening next? Like, what I'm about to get into today. So, yeah, I love it. But you do. And that's where you need that network of people. That'd be like, come on, you know you love this. This your passion. You got this. You know what I'm saying? Go outside, stretch, put some music on, whatever, you know. So you got to come up with your own devices that keep you motivated and inspired, you know?
Yeah.
Frank's like, yeah.
I mean, I love what I'm doing right now. I love it. I just got some motivation this morning, but somebody just hit me up. They're trying to get on the show. So,
nice.
I've been...
Isn't that nice when people reach out to you and they want to sit down and talk with you?
Okay.
It's a lot of hosts out here. So when somebody reach out, that means they feeling you. You know what I'm saying? And they like that. So that's good.
Okay. Shout out to
See,
you.
I'm motivating you now. I'm motivating you right now.
Talk to you later. See that? You know what I'm saying? I need that energy.
Right.
Need that energy
all
over
the
here,
time.
man.
Right.
You know what I mean?
And
so,
you know, of course, I got to shout Ralph Mcdaniels out because, you know, he was a big part of my career as well.
How
and
did
my
you meet
mentor.
Ralph?
I met Ralph, like, you know, I used to see Ralph when I first started in the game. We used to move around in the same circles. Like, you know, the events you go to, Ralph would be a part. If it's hip-hop, Ralph is going to be a part of it. So one day I got lucky. A friend of mine, shout out to LaRue. He was
LaRue,
yeah, shout out to LaRue. Burn You Movement, you know. He asked me to be a judge for him. And it was me, Ralph, and Star, and I think Jazzy Joyce. And I was like, oh, I'm with them. I'm like, all right, you know. Yeah. So I actually sat down right next to Ralph. And, you know, as we was talking, I just made my pitch, you know. And then he's like, all right, well, if a lot of people came to me and they said the same things that couldn't make it happen, if you make it happen, I don't want to tell you my pitch, but if you make it happen, we going to do it. And sure enough, I put it all together. We started doing the show 16 Bars for 4 years. You can actually catch that on his YouTube channel, Video Music Box. And, yeah, so that's how the relationship developed. And then once we did that, like, you know, one time he had me come out to the Queens Library where he's now at, and I did like a showcase there. And of course, this week, New York City concerts, he was the host of everything. So we run into each other at functions. And like I said, he's like my mentor. Like, I watch what he do. I learned a lot from dealing with him. I actually did some interviews for him recently on Video Music Box, so you should catch me. You'll see me hosting if you catch it. You know, so yeah. I mean, I'm very happy to be a part, or had a chance to be in Video Music Box, being that one of the shows that I really grew up admiring and watching. You know, we all used to run home from school to watch Video Music Box.
It was Channel 31, right?
Yes, and it's still on Channel 31. I think it's on Channel 31. I don't want to quote it.
That's how I became a DJ. I used to watch Run DMC on there. So Jam Master Jay was my inspiration. That's how I became a DJ.
Nice,
you know what I mean?
Nice. Yeah, he kind of helped with the style. Working with him, I started getting real comfortable with the mic and hosting. That was the main thing. We used to stand next to each other. We used to host. And I started getting real comfortable with doing outside events. Because my first event was just blog talk, no visual. And everybody's like, no, people need to see you. They need to see your smile and everything. So I was like, all right, you know. I used to be at home in my pajamas doing interviews, you know. It's like, now I got to get dressed. Okay. So, but as I started going out more, because believe it or not, I used to be shy. So when I started going out more, the next, you know, I'm at SOB's hosting. I'm over here hosting. I'm like, wow, this is... Everybody clapping, oh shoot, like, all right, okay, well, what I'm doing next, you know what I'm saying? Yeah. So it just grew, and now I can step into any room, anytime, and just say what I got to say, do what I got to do, and, you know, and just be good with it, you know?
Yeah. Okay. Coco, should I call you a legend?
They do call me a legend, you know?
Icon?
They call me a legend, and it's weird for me. It's weird for me, but I guess I've been doing it for a while, so I guess, you know, and one thing is when people see you consistently doing something, like no matter what happened in my life, like I never stopped. Like I had losses, I had all kinds of things happen. I still got on stage. I still did interviews. I still kept the machine running. I had people join the team. I had people leave the team. The show still continued. You know?
Yeah.
So that's what I'm saying. If you really believe in yourself and what you want to do, no matter what's happening in your life, you're still going to continue doing what you want to do. And that really shows the dedication, you know, that you have for your brand.
Okay. I don't want to hold you up no more, Coco.
Right.
You know,
I got to go jump in my car and ride off.
Hold
Right.
you up. Right now, you are listening and watching Unsigned Heat Podcast Club with the VIP guest, Coco. Give me the mic. Give me the mic.
Wait, I didn't tell them where they can follow me at.
Do that now.
Okay. Look, you can follow me, Deborah Coco, on all social media. Just give me the mic on all social media. Instagram is Deborah_Coco_JGTM, which is the acronyms for my show. I hope you join me and follow some of the things that I do, you know.